Hey guys, Elite Legionario here, bringing you battle number 20 for Shogun 2 Total War. So, in this battle I'll be up against my opponent here, Australia Mark 101. So this is on the Alpine Ridge map, and I'll be testing out the new unit I unlocked in the battle I did before this, and that is, where are they? Katana Hero units. Don't know how good they are. They seem like they're really excellent morale and awesome stats, but obviously they're just kind of a fancy unit, but I thought I'd toss it in. I just unlocked it. Only 30 men per unit, but they do give a morale bonus to the whole army, so interesting. So anyway, my army consists of my White Knights, Katana Samurai, Red Katana Guard, a couple of Naginata Samurai, one of them being one of my vet units, the reserves, and 2 units of Yari Ashigaru, one to protect the general and others to add support where necessary. Got my Stalkers again, my Bow Warrior Monks, and I got my Wedge of Fury Yari Cav. These are my best Yari Cav, and probably my best Cav units. And I suppose Grey Guard are probably better though, even though they have no upgrades. And I've got another unit out here, my my black mounted knights. Interesting. So that's going to be used for a trap or any sneaky thing I can do there. And I'm going for the archery dojo because I want to improve the. It's the close. There's only the archery dojo and the farmhouse, and to be honest, I don't think the farmhouse is all that great. So my opponent here has 2 units of Katana Cav and a Yari Cav out here. Whereas his general over here, and a nice army of a Bow Samurai, some Naginata Samurai, and some Katana Samurai, I believe is what he has. So he was a nice friendly player, so we had a good game. So I'm going to try and capture this, obviously. So a bit of minor lag there, guys, sorry about that. It's irritating. Anyway, I want to try and deal with this Cav while it's out here like this, so I want to try and sort of get into a position where he might think it's time to have a go. He's quite clever about how he does this, because he's going to try and use it in such a way as to take away my shrine from me in a moment, and he does very nearly succeed in doing it, but he doesn't quite get it. So here's his army, a proper look at it. So looks like he's got 4 Katana Samurai and 2 Naginata Samurai for his infantry, and 1 Bow Samurai, and of course there's 3 Cav units. So our armies are relatively the same size. I might just have a slight few more than him, maybe a couple of hundred, I don't know, not too many. And now that I've got this, I'm going to move forth here, and the way my opponent plays, I'll probably be fast forwarding a bit in this fight, guys, because it does take a while to play. My opponent plays extremely defensively. Might just be the way he likes to play. It's not the way I like to play, but I prefer to get offensively, I guess, is how I play. That doesn't mean I don't think defensive playing is a good idea. It just depends on the situation you're in. But it's not my style, preferably. So, I'm moving up here, but as I move up, he's moving back, and I'm suspecting he might have something else hidden, so I was just being a little cautious of that, which is why I have moved one of my, in a moment I will move one of my Yari Ashigaru out this way. Alright, I'll just quickly tell this guy. Okay, he's offline. I was just going to tell that fellow whatever he wanted to know there. But anyway, while this is happening, he's going to try and get control of my archery dojo, or take it off me at the very least, which is not a bad idea. So this goes on for a bit, so I'm just going to triple speed, guys, because it's just that my player plays a bit defensively, and I didn't really want to move from here in case he had something hidden. If I moved myself into a position and he, kind of sandwiched me, I wasn't sure if he did or not, but I just wanted to see what he was doing. So anyway, so as you can see, I mean, this is all on triple speed, and it goes on for like this for quite a while. I prefer not to. I don't like games to persist too long. But I'm moving my Katana heroes into the centre because I want support from the centre a little bit more. So he's going to eventually send this unit of Katana Cav around like this. and he's going to leave a Yari Cav and another Katana Cav over here. So I'm going to move down to this wooded area here. So let's just move it into normal speed there. Actually no, I'll go back to a triple. 4 times speed apparently. So yeah, he's going to move his katanas around. I was worried he might try like a quick sneak charge and try and knock out some of my units out here, although these are like Nagi samurai, so he wouldn't try that. But I've got men out on this flank too, lots of spears to deter him basically, which is fine. But I've got my hidden unit there, so I want to try and kind of bait him into making an attack, make it look like I've made like a tactical error, and then like stream along. And this is a very good move he's done here, because he's going to try and take my my archery dojo, and he comes out here like this, thinking I'm going to have to go back and try and stop him, and then he's going to hit my units. But I'm going to charge him here. I probably don't time it to perfection, and I probably get a wee bit too soon with this. So I'm going to charge into him here. I don't get a very good charge because I wasn't actually paying enough attention, but I'm going to sandwich him here. So as long as my men can hold the line long enough, they are getting pretty bashed up, and he sees this and he's going to detach one of his Yari Cav, but I'm going to get a much better charge. And I'm getting pretty damaged there by that, but I do start to do slightly better. Yari Cav have got a good bonus versus other Cav, so they do a very good job against him here. And this fight, I knew this fight would probably make a massive difference, especially to me. And he loses that, and I was fairly confident at this point. So now he has to give up on trying to take my shrine, because now I've managed to take out a very large portion of his cavalry. He's only got one left, and I was hoping to catch it out here, and I was hoping to try and trap him between, force him to go a wee bit this way so that I can then shoot him with my my warrior monks here. But I don't really have much effect, and he's smartly gone to loose formation anticipating this would happen, so that's a good move on his part. I was hoping to flame him too, but I mistimed that, unfortunately. I was trying to squeeze him in here with these Yari Ashikaru, but no, he's going to get away, and that's going to cost me a lot later on, and you'll see why. That unit is a nightmare later on. So anyway, I'll just go back to triple speeding, because he does advance here, and I think, right, we're going to get the action rolling, but then he pulls back out again. So if you have a look, actually I want to have a look at myself. Yeah, his infantry's quite well upgraded. I would endeavour to say better than mine. Yeah, he's got sort of like anywhere between 2 to 4 upgrades on each of his infantry. And oh well, I've only got a couple of infantry units that have got those upgrades on them. Most of them don't have those kind of upgrades on them. So he has a slight infantry advantage, but I do have the cavalry advantage now. But I mean, it's nothing too substantial, and nothing that would make a big difference, really. So anyway, I'm just going to go back to triple speed. He's going to pull back again. So, very defensive player. He wants to play from the woods. And there's this Katana Cav out there, and he's just going to get him back. But I see that if he's going to do this, I might as well take his the farmhouse there, and he'll be forced to come out and play the battlefield, because the countdown will begin, and if he doesn't, I have 10 minutes and I'll win by default, which I wouldn't want to win that way, but I want to force him out at least so I can play. So I was thinking about going after his Katana Cav, but I wasn't too sure if I would be strong enough to beat them, to be honest, even with 2 of those Cav units. So he's trying to defend it, but I'm going to make it so he has to ditch, or they'll be sitting shot to bits by my arrows. So I'm moving my men into position now to get my arrows ready. Now the fight's going to take place over this side of the field, and he's forced to retreat, which means I'm going to get the farmhouse, which means he's going to have to come out of his woods and defensive positions there to ensure that he can actually have a chance of beating me, otherwise I'll win by default. But it is a 10-minute counter. So I will get control of this farmhouse soon, and now it's about to start going my way. So I'm going to go behind it and use it to shield my flanks and things, make it harder for his infantry to get into me, because I think his infantry is slightly better than my own. So my bow warrior monks will now skirmish with his bow samurai. I will have a distinct advantage in this fight. I have better range and I have better bowmen as a whole. So he starts to get into range though, and I don't want him getting into range. I want to dominate this fight, and he goes for fire arrows, which in turn means I'm going to go for them as well because they are slightly better. So what I'm going to do is use my cav here just to make him be forced to retreat back, which means I won't be receiving any return fire, and it will mean he'll have to do something with his Naginata Samurai. So he does get a few nice hits. I get a few more nice hits on him there. And he cannot respond back to me, but he now has Naginata's coming out, and I make a big blunder in a moment, and it's really, because this fight's looking pretty good for me, and I was looking for opportunities to be able to do quick killer strikes on his infantry, but his Naginata's does good work with his Naginata Samurai to keep him out, but I'm just going to shoot whatever I can. And I'm going to go after his Samurai, his Bow Sam again, which are down to half strength now, and I'm confident I can rip them up to pretty quickly. I'm not taking that many casualties with my my Bow Samurai here, while he's taking a lot of casualties. And here's a big mistake on my part. Not yet, but you'll see it soon. I was bringing my Yari Ashigaru over into support. Now I'm going to put them up, and the mistake I make is put both my units of Yari Ashigaru up here, and I don't leave this area well defended. So my infantry units over here are going to suffer from his Katana Cav. You see, he's going to bring them over now, and I put both my guys, my Yari Ashigaru, up in spear wall to hopefully stall him, so I can then in turn countercharge him. But I should have my Cav or preferably one of my Yari Ashigaru over here, because the mistake I've made, I've left my useful infantry units completely exposed to a Cav unit and my general as well, and this is going to be a disaster. I was hoping to outflank him here with my Katana guy. Katana's Cav. Sorry, my Katana Samurai. Oh my god, that was shocking. And try and crush them, but he just pushes straight through, and I lost a lot of useful infantry units in that fight, and that is not good. So I'm going to try and charge here into his Katana Samurai, and I do rip up quite a few of his men here, but I don't pull out. I'm not fast enough on pulling out of that. And over here I was trying to get into his flank, but he might just storm me up. And unfortunately they turned around here. I don't know why they did that, and that was annoying because I would have got a good charge. And I do get a few hits on him here, so I do get a few good hits on my cavalry of my own, but I lost a lot of useful men to his Katana Cav. So I was hoping to use my general here, because I just recently in the battle before this I got the upgrade that gave him like 10 extra retainer that gave him 10 extra melee, so I was hoping I might be able to get him into the thick of the melee and cause some real heavy affliction. Here I'm very slow on the uptake. This unit of my rear katanas I'm sacrificing to hopefully stall his Katana Cav there. I've got my Yari hero in here somewhere, Katana hero, not Yari hero, and I've got my white knights in here now, and I was thinking I should be able to still recover this situation. But I make some blunders with my general. I probably should not have let him get into the thick of action this well, because his Katana Samurai, his units are just more upgraded, I think, because he has better effect. So I mean, we're duking it out here. It's a pretty awesome fighting going on, but I mean, it looks like it's going my way, and I'm getting a few strikes here. But he's defending really well with his Naginata Samurai here. And that's not working for me at all. And I want to try and kill his general. I really want to try and kill his general. That's what I'm trying to do, but it's not working. And here he gets into my bow monks, and even this Katana Cav's just absolutely tearing me to bits. And I peel off this unit of Naginata Samurai to try and kill them, because I'm sick of them just being a pain, but that probably wasn't a very good idea, because now I don't have as much men to fight the main line battle, and I thought my Katana hero would make a big difference with the morale boosting and all that, but I probably put too much faith into them, and I do lose my general soon, unfortunately. So this fight is really close, but it's starting to go his way, and I believe he's in stand and fight. Something I don't have yet, but I know it's very effective, so that's making a big difference to his force. They're not routing as quickly as mine, because his men are just holding the ground a hell of a lot longer. So I finally get rid of his cav, I believe, and all my cav are gone as well, and my general routes here, or dies or something like that, and that makes a massive difference. So even though I reckon I could have won, but But here's where my Yari Ashigaru goes, and several other units go as well. So what should probably really have been a victory will be a defeat because of shoddy mistakes. But this not stopping his Katana Cav with the Yari Ashigaru shielding area was a massive error on my part, and I regret it. My Katana Hero does a nice job of fighting. They're a pretty awesome unit, but I think they're probably not really all that worth it. Really, kind of more of a sort of cool unit to have, but not super worth it. And his men, yeah, I think they're getting rallied by his general, because I don't have stand and fight, which is unfortunate. I'm pretty sure he said he had stand and fight. It looks like he's got stand and fight. And he's going to rip into me. But my Katana Hero is going to stay and fight for a long time, which is cool. And go out in a blaze of glory, so let's just watch them fight hardcore until they die. Some pretty neat fighting here, guys, but some pretty bad mistakes on my part there, which I had the upper hand too, and that wasn't the best work. And unfortunately, my men still fight, so this tells you how hard these units are to kill, and some pretty cool action there. But obviously I lose. Look at that right in the face. And oh, look at these, like he's holding his nuts. So that's a pretty awesome comeback by Australia Man 101. Cause, I mean, he wasn't out of it by any stretch, but it looked to be in my favour. And you look, he comes out pretty much on top of this fight. Really, a lot of his units are still there. So I see it's a costly victory, but I mean, he's still got a few units left. So a real big mistake not taking care of that last Katana Cav unit. That was not a good move at all, and it was very costly in the end because it really took away from my chances. If I had dealt with them, I'm confident I would have won that fight for sure. I would have had another full infantry unit available to pour into the infantry fight at full strength if I had dealt with them properly. It would probably be more useful to have that than the extra Yari Ashigaru in the fight. I was hoping to stall him with the spear wall, but and then sort of like counter-charge him, and it worked good at first. But I was slow getting some of my units into that fight as well. You might have noticed my Katana Hero and my White Knights were not into that fight very quickly. And using that shrine as a bit of a guard actually worked against me in a lot of ways, so I couldn't get units quickly over to it. So it actually helped him more than it helped me. So that was a bit unfortunate. But here's the statistics. I actually have more. Yes, I have more kills than him. I have 1,035 men deployed, 759 losses and 826 kills. He has 1,020 men, so only 15 men difference in our army. 826 losses and 759 kills. So I actually have more kills than him. So we go to kills. My Bow Warrior Monks 131, 126 one of my Yari Cav, my Naginata Samurai 110, Yari Cav 97. 80 here for this unit of White Knights, 66 for the Katana Hero. It's pretty sweet for a unit, it's only got 30 men in it. And the other units sort of evened out. Pretty good for Yari Ashigaru, 58, 43, not too shabby for them in my opinion. My Avatar, 28, he didn't do too bad I guess, but the red Katana Guards got shredded by that Katana Cav, and if I'd protected it I reckon it would have made a big difference. As you can see, his Katana Cav, 182 for that one. His Naginata Samurai, 120, 108 for Katana Samurai. His general, I think it was in stand and fight, so I think that made a difference. But it's a really good game to Australia Mark 101. Nice comeback from him. It looked like it was going to go my way, and then a few shoddy mistakes on my part, and he capitalised, and he ends up the winner. So good win for you. Well done, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you soon next time.